Shalom, shalom, and welcome to Just a Word. And today we are going to be speaking about fleeing out of the midst of Babylon 2026. We are going to tell it all and let you understand because people have been contacting us, speaking about, asking us about coming out of Babylon, fleeing out of the midst of Babylon, etc., asking us for advice, asking us for information, people wanting to come and join themselves with us. But I think we need to actually tell it all so that you can understand where we are at this particular time. And the best place to begin is where it all started. Probably about 3+ years ago, the Most High gave us this message about fleeing out of the midst of Babylon. And he told us to go to South Africa. And South Africa was the gathering place. And those were the words, that it's a gathering place. And this is what some people have to understand, the gathering place. And then when we came here, he showed us that this is the land. This is the land. Now, when we came here, there were many mistakes that were made because being young to everything, the first time we were doing anything like this, there were a lot of things that we did not know. One of them is waiting on the Most High to hear from the Most High. So what we did when we came here, we did what was natural to us, what came natural to us, what was being done by people all over, which was to come somewhere, look for a piece of land, farm the land, and we sit and wait until the whole world implodes, and then we will be whisked away to Babylon. That is what we thought then. But 3+ years later, because what happened, wisdom came. And what happened is that now I can see the experiences, and now we have had more revelation, more prophetic insights, heard more from the Most High. We now understand a lot more about this. Now, when we came here first, we were on someone's property. The man said he had a prophetic revelation that people are coming from abroad to return to the land, so he should set up his land and prepare it for them. So he prepared it for us, and then we came here to that land. Eventually we reached to that land, and we were there for a time with the whole point of farming. We started farming and everything. Then when we started farming, you see that farming thing, it's a danger. When we started farming, little after, things happened and the man asked us to leave his land. Now, we should have looked at it then that something was wrong, because that is not the way of the Most High. Because the man had initially told us, if you want to stay here until Yahusha comes, you are fine. Then after that, things happened and the man asked us to leave. Then we went somewhere else to stay. When we went there to stay, time ran out on us. The man said, boy, his family will be coming there and such. We had to leave that place. Then we went and said we acquired a place. When we acquired a place, we were there for a time. Bam, then we had to leave again. All of them we had to leave. So when we left the third time, the Most High left me isolated in a place. And I was there in that place, I call it in exile, for like about 7 months or so, until the Most High now started to bring people again. Then something happened, and the original first place that we went to, that is the place where the man told us if we want to stay there forever, that place was now being sold. So we ended up having our group online, etc. We ended up buying the property. When we bought the property, we went there. The Most High started adding people again. When we went there, we had the same idea again. We started farming. As soon as we started farming, bam, the Most High started sending dreams. Leave, time to leave, time to leave. And he told us a place where we need to go, a remote place where he told us by name, go there. And so we packed up and we left. So we had our own property. That place was about 5, 6, 7 hectares or something, some hectares. It was a place that was a big farm. We could do anything on it. And the Most High said, leave it. Since then, he has had us on the road. When we went there, and since we have gone there, everywhere we go after that, he has had us like the children of Yasharal, moving from place to place. Everywhere we go, it's a different experience. And every time we go to a place, almost every time, he shows us that we are going to school. So we were there not knowing what we were to do. Now the Most High took us and said, I am going to train you. I am going to teach you. And he has been teaching us and teaching us ever since. And he has been gathering to us. In the book of Revelation, it says, the rock of HaMashiach is the rock of prophecy. He has gathered unto us several people, everyone with a prophetic rock. And so we receive instructions, if not from me, mostly from other people with the prophetic gift. Yes? He gives me more in charge as a teacher, as a leader. The other people will give prophecy, and prophecy, we come together at prophecy, and then we know what is his will for us. So people have been asking us to join whatever. We do not know where the Most High is taking us or where he will take us next. He showed us that instead of going according to what I think, what I feel, that we have to wait on him. And I have gone through a horrific 3 years because I did what came to my mind, assuming it is the way of the Most High. And he has molded me and shown us here. We have to listen to him. So right now, he has us in school. And he showed up what we had thought because we got a dream. And Atikan, can you say the dream, please? Because you remember better than I. The dream about they came here for their own selfish reasons.
But yes, I don't remember it that well. I just remember the crux of it.
You're worse than me.
I don't remember it that well. I just remember the part where Messiah had said to my mom that it was like my mom was actually pleading for the assembly. It was more of a vision, and she was saying that but they left everything and they came here, and then Messiah cut her off and said that when he was very like in a stern voice.
And they came to serve you.
Yes, they came to serve you. He
Yes.
said, yeah, they came here, they sold everything, they came to serve you. And then Messiah cut her off in a stern voice, and he said, they didn't come here for me. They didn't come here to serve me. They came here for their own selfish reasons.
They came here for their own selfish reasons. And what are the selfish reasons? What are the selfish reasons? The selfish reasons is to flee out of Babylon to save our skin. Simple. To save our skins. And that was the mindset of us all. Babylon is going to implode. We'll come out of her, flee out of the midst of Babylon. Because HaMashiach does not want people like that. It tells us in Revelation, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. These are the people who serve HaMashiach. He said, if any man come after me, let him deny himself and pick up his stake and follow me. We did not largely do that. We were here to save our skins. And HaMashiach did not like that, and this was why it was so difficult for this to succeed. And I can tell you that places worldwide where they are doing the same thing is not going to succeed. Unless there are people there who are willing to give up everything to serve HaMashiach, it will not succeed. And so, this was what happened. People came here to save their skins. When we were together, or when we are together, it's problems because people do not have that self-sacrificial thing about them. None of us had that self-sacrificial thing that was required. And so, people now are seeking to come out of Babylon because they fear what is coming upon this earth. It's fleeing out of Babylon 2.0 that's happening now. People hear and realize, oh, this is happening. Oh, it's time to go. This is going to happen, so it's time to go. I have to come out of her. That's not what is required. What is required is I want to give up my life to serve HaMashiach. Even if I die, I do not care, as long as I do the will of my Father, as long as I serve HaMashiach. Now, where do I go next?
On the dream with you,
Huh?
the dreams, yeah, the dreams.
Yeah. Should I go to the other dreams? Um, so yes, as long as we serve HaMashiach, if we are not there, it does not make sense we flee. Yes, I know where I wanted to go now. It's a time limit. Now, when the Most High told us to come out of her, flee out of Babylon, that was 3+ years ago. Most people did not respond. We were there pleading, and then people now will hear us like on jar radio, old things playing, or see old videos and hear us and think that we are still doing that. We have not called people to flee out of Babylon for a good while. We have not called anyone to flee. Why? The Most High has told us, has not told us to do so. But then he told us to do so. Why? There is a time limit. If people are there and called to flee and people refuse to flee, do you think the Most High is going to wait 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years on you to flee? Do you think he's going to wait all that time? No, it was for a specific time, because he showed us that the people who are here are in a school, and then after the school, things are going to happen again, and then he's going to use his people. By then, we will have had the knowledge, we would have had the understanding, the experience with gathering people, with dwelling with people, with how to handle people. And I can confess and tell you, we did not know, I did not know how to organize, how to gather people, and that's what we are learning. Okay? So, for people who are now interested, etc., I can tell you, I am not going to take any more beating from the Most High. I am going to wait on his instruction. I am not going to let anyone bully me to say, hey, you said we must flee. So why is it? What is it? He said we must flee. Yes, then. No, we have to wait on what his instructions are. That is what I'm going to do. No more problems. Okay? No more problems with people. No more problems with ignorance. Have to wait on the instructions of the Most High. And the other day he kind of gave us some, he gave us some dreams. And the dreams were actually telling us that we thought it was a short road, but it is a longer road. What's this? It's a longer road than we thought. Okay? Now, I had a dream from our sister. Our sister gave me a dream. And the dream was that, I don't know if it was a dream or a vision. And this is a sister that he always, whenever certain things come up, when things get difficult, this sister he has always sent to give clarity. So she got a dream or a vision. And the vision was that she saw me in ragged clothes. My clothes were torn up, ripped up. And that I had on a pair of shoes that was terrible. I had to be tying up the shoes on me. And she was saying that she doesn't know what that means. And then Etikon remembered a dream that he had. And when he got that, and we put that together, along with our brother Amikai also had a dream. When we put all three together, we got more understanding that we want to put to you. So I let Etikon give his dream.
Shalom, family. So the dream was a lot longer, but I think the most important part was that in this dream, it was like there was this huge log, like a fallen log, but it was hollow inside. And I was going back in this log as if like I was trying to find my way back home, like I was going back home. Oh, yeah.
Can go
Oh,
for it. Toby, Toby.
oh.
Let me pause it. Let me pause it. Go.
So it was like a big log, a tree had fallen over, and it was a huge tree with a very huge trunk that turned into a log, but it was hollow. So it was like I knew that I was trying to go back, like I was trying to go back home. But then when I was trying to go through this log, it was like it would get narrow and narrow and narrow and narrow. And then eventually when I got to the end of it, where I was almost like to the other side, almost like I could see the other side, but the hole was too small for anyone to go through, I had to turn back. So in the dream, I went back out of the log. And when I went out of the log, I met a man. And the man had a shirt that was torn. It was like it was completely ripped. And the torn shirts, I even wrote in my dream book that it was almost like he fought with a lion. Like it's almost like he had claw. He was ripped, completely ripped. And the man said that he was complaining because he said the pathway back home or the pathway through the log is blocked. And then I said, yes, I just saw that now. The pathway is blocked. And then the man said that, yes, so now we have to go the long way around. We can't use this way, which was like a shortcut or the normal way that we use. He said, now we have to go all the way around to go back home. So the dream ended with me and this man starting the journey to go all the way around. And then I woke up.
All right. So going through the log was the shortcut. Was the way that we were going, because I had on the ripped up clothes just like the man. So in Etikan's dream, I was the similitude of the man that was there waiting. And the man was there waiting, not by himself. He did not start the journey by himself. He waited on Etikan to come. And it's a similar thing because I started the journey um, before meeting Etikan. Then Etikan came, and then we continued the journey together, just as in the group. But my sister dream about me being ripped up, and Etikan's dream about the man being ripped up, shows what I had to go through to be battling Hasatan and all the forces in order to reach somewhere, only to find that the way is too narrow, the way is blocked. Not too narrow, but blocked to go to where we want to go. So Etikan had to come out, and he met the man, and then they continued on their way. And around the same time now, a little before that, a few days before that, my brother Amikai had a dream. And in the dream, if I can remember it correctly, if I miss something, you tell me. In the dream was like the assembly, those who were there before and those who are there now, plus other people were going in a pickup, and I was the one that was driving. And while driving, we came upon two roads going up a hill. Two roads, and I took the shorter road. Remember, the shorter road, that is the similitude of the log, of going through the log, trying to go the short way. So I took the shorter road, and when I took the shorter road, there was a hill to go up, and I could not climb the hill with the vehicle. A knot, the knot that held the oil, came out and was worn out, and the oil was leaking out. So, but the thing about the oil that was leaking out, he said it was not leaking out and falling on the ground. There was a white container that was collecting the oil so that the oil did not waste. Now, when they realized it, they got someone to go, we got someone to go and buy the nut that was needed, and we also went to buy some more oil, which kind of reminds you about the virgins with the oil. So he said that while we were there waiting, we wanted to direct people not to go on the short road, but to direct them to the longer road. So he said one by one, people stood there trying to direct people to the longer road. And he said when every person stood there one by one, and they directed the people. The people did not take heed. The people continued on the short road and ended up hitting up in a wall, crashing their vehicles. And it was not until all of us came together, united together, and came across the road and directed them, then everyone started to obey and everyone started to follow and go the right way. So they put all three dreams together. Going the short way did not work. It's the longer way that works. Now, in Amicai's dream with the car, the nut was worn out. That means it's a similitude of the clothing being ripped up because you are trying, and it will not work. Now, the oil draining out and being caught, the Most High allowed that oil to come out so that the car cannot go up by going the short route. Now, in the end, all of us have to be united in order to direct people the right way. This is a similitude of Etikan's dream, where the ripped up man was waiting on him, and then both of them went to the long road. So, anything you have to say on this?
Yes, I think it's a very, very powerful indication of not wanting to just, flee, wait a bit, and go into Zion. And even in the book of the Nazarene, Yahusha speaks about anyone who indicates an easy path, that person's leading you to deception.
Yes.
So it's the end times are not going to be as slapdash as you think they are. You just flee, wait a bit, and go into Zion. It's a longer duration. That's why Yahusha says that Barakta they who will endure till the end. It's going to be a lot of endurance that's going to be needed.
Yeah. A lot of endurance is going to be needed. And so we come to now when we're talking about the black horse. We did a teaching on Shabbat called the black horse, where the Most High is showing us what or where we are at this particular time. Now, at the time of the black horse, the Most High has also been showing us some things. When Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, when they went into the land of Canaan, the land in which we are now, the land of Canaan, when they went into the land of Canaan, they sojourned there, but they did not sojourn there forever. They sojourned there and then they were taken to other countries and brought back into the land. Yahushua HaMashiach, when he was a baby, he had to be brought out of the land. The Most High does not change. He does not change. The land of South Africa is not a nice land, a nice, what should I say, righteous land. It is Babylon 2.0. It is held by the Gentiles, it is held by Edom. It is a lot of evil is here. Ancestral worship, all sorts of evil, wickedness takes place here. This land also needs to be to be purged. This land also needs to be cleansed. So when it comes to the tribulation, South Africa will not be exempt. I don't expect South Africa to be exempt from tribulation. But the people of the Most High will be told where to flee. And the Most High we are living the Bible, my people. That's all I can tell you. We are living the Bible. And he is showing us that he will possibly take us out of here and then bring us back here. Now, what does that say? For the people who are coming here, buying land, relocating, setting up this, setting up that, the Most High is not mocked. He is not looking for relocators. He is looking for servants. He is looking for people who are willing to not have anything, not know what they're going to eat tomorrow, not know where they're going to sleep tomorrow, that is the type of people he is looking for. Most people come out of Babylon, they have their money, everything calculated, everything, they have money to sustain them, they have this to keep them. You cannot be a servant of the Most High if you do not make sacrifices for him, if you are not willing to give up. And I don't know if you want to speak about this phase that he's showing us about.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, as we know in the scripture that the tribulation is called it's called Jacob's trouble, Jacob's trouble, and it has been revealed as Aldo was saying through a lot of revelations, even from within us, that South Africa truly is the biblical land. This is where Israel is. So therefore, as I'm saying, that Jacob's trouble is going to affect the land of Israel. That's where the main tribulation is. So when you're reading about the scriptures about Jacob's trouble and all of that, yes, the tribulation will be everywhere around the world. The Most High says that. But the main point of the tribulation is for Jacob. It's Jacob who goes through the tribulation. So having said that, South Africa as a nation on itself will see tribulation the same way the rest of the world will see tribulation. And more so because the tribulation is focused for the purpose of the nation of Yasharal. It's the purging of this land, as Aldo was saying, that South Africa, yes, as I'm saying, that in a carnal light is a beautiful place, has this, has that, but on a spiritual level, it has a lot of wickedness that has to be purged within it. So it has to go through a purging, a cleansing on its own before it is renewed and ready for righteousness or righteous people to inhabit the land. So while that period happens, obviously the saints or the people that the Most High has in this place will have to move. He also says it in the scriptures where he says, hide yourself while my wrath passes. So while the wrath of the Most High is still passing over the land, there will be a place where there will be a place where the Most High sends his saints where they can hide, where they can be kept for a time. So this is what we're at right now, that the place of hiding is not within the land itself. As even when you think of it, even as Aldo was saying, with the patriarchs who came into the land, they would come into the land of Canaan, they would go to Egypt. They would come into the land of Canaan and go to Egypt. So it will be a similar pattern again of moving around, sojourning around within the land. But then there's a time where you move out of the land and then you are brought right back into the land again when it is safe to do so.
Isaiah 26 verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers,
Yes.
and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be over
Yes.
past. Behold, for behold, Yahuwah cometh out of his place, I am cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. So, my people hide themselves in the chambers. Now, let me go back again to what Etikan was saying, that this is his place. This is where judgment begins. Judgment begins in his house. 1 Peter 4:17, for the time is come that judgments must begin at the house of I am. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the good news of I am? So his judgment begins with his people. With his people. And so, his hiding place is not going to be in this land. This is not the hiding place, it is the gathering place. And it is the gathering place where people should have been, to go through all they had to go through to be perfected, and then they will be taken to the hiding place. Then when everything has come to pass, then he will take them from the hiding place and bring them back into the land. And it says this hiding place, it speaks about it in the book, the sealed book of Ezra, page 111. Verse 2 says, in the days when trouble cometh upon the earth, they will know where to flee. When their enemies come upon them, that they may not be left to perish. But if they do not serve I am, they are no better than their enemies. So those of us who serve I am, and remember we said, when you come here, it's not to save our skins, it is to serve him, to serve his son. Those of us who serve I am will be shown where to flee. So it's not in the land where we are to flee. He will show us where to flee. So this is fleeing out of Babylon 2.0. Those of us who have not fled or who did not flee before, we only have to look for his protection wherever we are. That's the bottom line. Look for our protection, wherever we are. For those of us who serve him, he will show us where to go. Who knows, those people, wherever they are, he will have a place prepared for them. But then, after that, there will be what? The gathering of his people in Zion. That's the next thing that's going to take place. So when, after the problem is overpassed, the tribulation is overpassed, he will gather his people back in the land, and they will gather, even during the tribulation, they will be gathering people back into Zion, into Zion. Zion will be gathered in the time of tribulation. Just like how the children of Yasharal were gathered in Egypt when they were going through this whole tribulation with Pharaoh. This is how it's going to be in the end. His people will be gathered in the time of tribulation. All right? Did we leave out anything? Anything new?
I don't think so.
All right? So that is fleeing out of the midst of Babylon 2026. We did the Black Horse 2026. Now fleeing out of Babylon 2026. The Most High will not wait forever. And people will be there talking, etc. We only speak what we are given. We have not been telling people to flee out of the midst of Babylon for some time now, because that is not the message that we have been given. Yes? We might be lamenting, yes, people should have fled. They were told to flee and they did not flee. But we cannot now be saying, okay, people, you can come among us. The Most High did not tell us that. We got in trouble with the Most High because we decided to take things in our own hands. We did not follow his instructions. We did not follow what he told us to do. We are not going to do that again. What we are telling you is what he has shown us. And what he has shown us is what we show you. Okay? So it's not this free-for-all, because even when coming out of Babylon, everyone who said they wanted to flee, we said, yes, come, yes, come. Not knowing that we are actually gathering a whole lot of sinful people, people with demonic spirits, people with all sorts of things. Yes? And putting everyone in one place. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Now we know better because you have been brought to school. Now we know what to do. All right? So that's it. We are soldiers in training, and that's all. What has been revealed to us, we can reveal it to you. All right? So thank you for listening, for watching. Only hope you do understand. And shalom.